Good day everyone. I am EDSEL ALTAREJOS. Today I will discuss about Chapter 3 Cognitive Learning Theories. Lesson 4 Problem Solving and Creativity. But I will focus more on the barriers to problem solving and creativity in problem solving. First is the barriers to problem solving. In solving a problem, there are barriers that may hindrance or make the solving or process difficult. In the research for alternative strategies to solve the problem, the individual finds difficulty in coming up with a potential solution because of varied reasons. Anderson in 1966 listed some of these, and they are as follows. First is the mental set. When we say mental set, it is the inability of a person to use another strategy. The strategy he or she used was always the same because he or she thinks that those strategy was effective, where in fact that strategy doesn't really helpful to solve the problem. So mental set, our mind or our mental is set in previous strategy that we used. Now we forget to consider or we don't consider the other strategy that was very helpful to solve the problem. So that is the mental set. Next is the functional fixedness. It is when the other objects that we can use to solve the problem, we don't see it as a problem solver because we only think its traditional use they were made for. We fail to recognize that object can have other purposes. For an instance, we usually think that a spoon is only for eating. However, in instances when no bottle opener is available, a spoon is usually used to open a bottle of a soda drink. Next is the failure to distinguish relevant and irrelevant information. So more likely in a problem, we fail to distinguish or recognize what are the information that are more important to solve the problem. Because we always need to remember that when the irrelevant information is given more emphasis in the process, it will lead to a wrong solution to the problem. So that's all for the barriers of problem solving. Now, let's move on in the creativity in problem solving. As pointed out in the earlier discussion, mental set and functional fixedness are stumbling blocks in problem solving. These obstacles hamper the consideration of new alternative ways to solve a problem. They illustrate the lack of creativity on the part of the person. Theorists agree that creative problem solving must be taught and encouraged among learners. What is creativity? According to Plucker et al. In 2004, he defined creativity as the interaction among aptitude, process, and the environment by which an individual or group produces as perceptible product that is both novel and useful as defined within social context. So more likely when we are solving a problem, di ba sometimes we observe from others na ay ang galing, kakaiba siya mag-solve nitong problem na to. So that's what we call creativity. The ability to solve a problem in other way and unique but effectively. There are varied theories explain how creativity developed. Cosbelt et al. In 2004. One is the developmental theory. This theory advocates that creativity develops over time, from potential to achievement. It is mediated by an interaction of person and environment. It emphasizes the influence of the place and family structures, the role of play and support during the transitions. Meanwhile, the cognitive theory of creativity states that ideational thought processes are foundational to creative persons and accomplishment. Individuals who discern remote association and are good at divergent or convergent thinking and conceptual combination and metacognitive processes are likely to be more creative. So next, we have the processes that results creativity. One of the models of creativity was advanced by Guilford in 1967. He considered creativity as a divergent thinking act. He claimed that creativity is the result of several processes. These are fluency, flexibility, originality, and elaboration. First is the fluency. When we say fluency, it means he or she is fluent or pagiging sanay in solving a problem. Kaya he or she can have various possible solutions for the problem. Why? Because you are well-oriented. You are aware of that kind of problem, which results to creativity. Why it is called creativity? Because you are able to produce a great number. Iba-iba na yung idea that you used to solve the problem. So that's creativity. Number two is the flexibility. It is the ability to simultaneously propose a variety of approaches to a specific problem. So simultaneously, sunod-sunod, naging flexible ka na. You think various ideas and approaches. So that's also creativity. Being flexible is creative. Third is the originality. Of course, if there's originality, that is creativity. Originality refers to the ability to produce new, original ideas as well as products. For example, in an art, di ba, if his or her art is unique, that is creativity. Kasi there is no someone thinks that way. Same as in problem solving. When there is originality, kakaiba yung pamamaraan niya to solve the problem. That's what we call creativity in problem solving. And last is the elaboration. The ability to systematize and organize the details of an idea in one's head, carry it out. So, elaboration, na sisystematize mo or na-organize mo or na step by step mo siya. The details of an idea in one's head. So, okay, kapag para na rin siyang fluency or flexibility, wherein it was organized or arranged. So, that's what we call creativity in solving a problem. Okay? So, we also have here the creativity process. These are preparation, incubation, illumination, and last is the verification. First is the preparation. When we say preparation, of course, sa lahat naman ng problem solving, we always start in preparing ourselves. Preparation is the initial stage of the creative process. It involves becoming passionate about an idea, which motivates you to gather materials. So more likely in preparation, of course, when there's a problem, we started with iniipon natin yung mga possible na mga materials that we can possibly use to solve the problem. Number two is the incubation. The mind just wanders until an idea takes form. So we think possible strategy. Tinitipon natin sa utak natin yung mga possible ways. The period where you unconsciously continues to work on the idea, but there is no active attempt to solve the problem. So while working, preparing the materials, still your mind is working. Third is the illumination. When you are organizing an idea, there's still an idea that will pop in your mind. This is the stage where the subconscious thoughts find the connection with the consciousness, resulting in the aha and eureka moments. Number four is the verification. Once the idea is concretized, it needs to be verified. It involves working with the idea into a form that can be tested, and once proven, it could be communicated to others. And that is the last stage of the creative process. And that's all for my report. Thank you and God bless us all.